YouTube, you know, we're very small. Toy collecting is very small. How many women wear makeup? How many
Yeah,
men use tools?
yeah,
You know, how many adults admit that they collect toys?
yeah.
You know?
Well, it's different. Like my channel then started as a fig. See, how I got my sub is from talking about wrestling and other stuff. I didn't start back to figs until 2016, and it wasn't even Legends. It was like 90s figs. It wasn't even. I didn't get into Legends till last year. So
Yeah. No,
all
and
over
and
before this line.
and I mean it is what it is with the subs and the views and stuff. But I mean, you come on my stream before, and we've talked on the stream, and I can tell just from the chats. You know what you're talking about. The fact that you brought up Road Pig with the original GI Joes,
Yeah,
right? With the black one, he came with the he had that big old. It was almost like a big ass sledgehammer. It was a cinder
a
block with
center block with a staff, a thing on it. Yeah, it was
the
a.
the fact that you knew that tells me you're a real one, man. Tells me you
Yeah,
know you know what you're talking about. It's
I
just,
did.
man, with YouTube, it's the viewership is so damn fickle. God bless them. They can watch you for about 14 seconds and then be like, you know what, this ain't for me, and then click out. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So you can't really struggle up that hard. Let me turn this down. I'm getting ready to start the Madden up real quick. I'm a football junkie, bro. Despite what you see me on Madden, I'm a freaking sports fanatic. What do you play? 2K, baseball. What you play?
No, I'm more. Well, I was in the fighting games, and then they just got boring. I mean, now I'm into stuff like Uncharted and the Tomb Raider type stuff because
Okay.
the fighting games, you beat the game, you unlock some fighters, and it's over with.
Yeah,
It's
and
boring.
and and then they want you to buy more skins, different uniforms for the fighter.
Yeah. So
Yep. You played Jedi Fallen Order yet?
no, it was that seemed like a Star Wars type thing.
Yeah, yeah, it is, but it's like Assassin's Creed Tomb Raider type with Star Wars. It's that style of play, but you can pull out a lightsaber and slice a motherfucker up if you feel like it.
And the last Star Wars I played was this is real. I don't even remember. This is real old. I think it's for PS2. It's the Bounty Star Wars, the Bounty Hunters, the Boba Fett, I think,
I
or
I
the
remember that
Jango
one.
Fett. I can't remember
I
which
remember.
one it was.
Yeah, yeah. It was Jango Fett. It was the
That
son.
crap was hard. I never beat it. That crap was hard as hell. So,
Yep. Did you ever play Knights of the Old Republic?
no, there was a lot of Star Wars games for Nintendo 64, which I regret getting rid of. But no, I never played. That was the last one I played was that Bounty Hunter thing.
Okay. My nephew had it, so at that time I think I was Xbox, but I want to say it was PS2, maybe three, maybe PS3. But yeah, I do remember. I never played myself, but it looked dope. It looked dope. I wanted to play it. I just didn't have the system to play it.
Yeah, because I PS4 might have made a video about this already. I said PS3 is better than PS4 because PS4 don't have no games I really liked. I only got like about 10 or 12 games because I don't got nothing I like. Let me see. I got Batman, the Uncharted reissue, Uncharted 4, all three Tomb Raiders, the reissue of Saints Row, the reissue of Batman. See, a lot of the games are just all reissues from PS3.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, early on, and anytime a system changes over from one to the other, it's like, oh well, we got that reverse compatibility. So they're gonna try to get you to buy the same stuff that you had over. Just they don't up the graphics, they don't up the speed on it. But they want you to, until we get new titles, we're gonna want you to buy this old stuff. And I'm like, man, you can go eat a dick.
Yeah, because it's just the same. So, but like I remember when PS3 first came out, I never got the original one. I always wanted to see how it looked with playing PS2 games on because that'll help you out because like not everybody can buy the game plus the system at the same time. That'd be cool to play old games on your PS3, but they have like three different models of PS3 now, so you can't even do that anymore unless you have like that big huge one.
Yeah.
It looked like a freaking car battery. That's how big it was. I don't remember the original PS3, but it was huge.
Bro, I'm old school, man. I played Sega Genesis, Nintendo 64, original NES. My parents actually, okay, so as a kid, you can go one of two ways. You can go Nintendo or Sega Master System.
Yeah, we didn't
We
get
went,
along. I didn't see
we,
Sega Master System until the internet. I never seen it before until the
yeah, we,
internet.
we, we unfortunately we went Master System, and at the time, it was a very big purchase for our family, so it's not like we can buy two. We can buy a Nintendo. So everyone at school is talking about, Link, Mario, Duck Hunt. I'm like, oh nope, I can't relate. I can't relate.
I even go back to you probably, what the hell is this? Because my aunt was big into garage sales, and she brought home this thing called, it didn't work unfortunately, but called ColecoVision. I was like, that's old.
My brothers had it. My
And
brothers had it when
oh, you're blacking out over there.
the circuit blew. Give me one quick second. Let me flip the breaker on it, because we got the AC running hot as hell over here. It's like 90 something degrees out here. Let me flip the breaker real quick. I'll be right back.
All right.
I can still hear you, bro. If you want to keep talking.
Okay, yeah, I remember in television, it looked like a cell phone or a house phone with little numbers on it.
Yeah, it had a dial too. You could spin the dial and all that.
It was weird, and
yeah. So it was like a rival. It was a rival to Atari. They both came out about the same time. So
I had that too, the black Atari.
Yeah, yep.
Only reason I had all that was because I tell you, my folks did like a lot of garage sales. I remember getting back to the figs, like all the figures that I got from the garage sale, they looked like they were brand new. They looked like they were played with for like 2 or 3 days, and they just put them up. It was crazy. No scratches on them or nothing.
Yeah.
Because I had the Lion Force Voltron. Oh, there was nothing wrong with it. It wasn't broken nothing. They just, I don't know. That's crazy, kids. I would never give that away, especially now.
I mean, it's one of those things where, like, you might probably get older or something, and either you ain't got the space for it, or mom and dad tell you, hey, this shit gotta go. Either you gotta go or the stuff gotta go. So.
And we know back in the day, let's say this is a plastic sword or something. You step on that, that's all she wrote. You know how them sharp them pieces of them swords and stuff. Your foot is yeah. Yeah, them garage sales was packed. But well, there was another system I had called. I never heard of this before. Something called Bally Arcade. It didn't last long, I don't think. I think I'm saying the name wrong. It's like Bally or Bailey. And the games looked like this, like the size of the little cell phone. It was some weird type of little cartridges. I never heard of it before, but yeah, when Nintendo and Sega was, because I had Super Nintendo, my buddy had Sega Genesis, so I know what you mean.
Yeah. For a lot of people in the early '90s, it was you were either or. Once in a while, you ran into a kid that was lucky enough to have both, but yeah, and that was a lucky motherfucker. Because so flat out with Sega Genesis, Street Fighter was better on Super Nintendo than it was on Sega Genesis, because you had to press start. If you wanted to do punches, it was because Sega Genesis had your A, B, and C, right? So that was high punch, mid punch, low punch, and then if you wanted to do kicks, you had to press start, and you would get your high kick, mid kick, low kick, right? So
anybody had to buy a separate controller and all that kind of crap.
Yeah, with the 6 buttons, it was that's a whole $20 you didn't need to spend, because that's halfway to another game. But
and then
Sega.
I'm going to cut you off. Sega, they had the arcade style version of Street Fighter though, versus the other kind.
Yeah, but Sega had the blood code for Mortal Kombat, which was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right.
That was a game breaker. That was a game breaker in like '94.
Super Nintendo had spit. It didn't have blood. That was embarrassing.
Nah. So yeah, nobody wanted to play it on Super Nintendo. Everyone wanted to go, Abacab. They still make shirts today. Today, right now, you could go find a shirt that says Abacab on it, and people will know what they're talking about.
Yeah. Same thing like with I got one for you, and this is for old Nintendo. Now if you'll know what this game is, I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna take a walk. What was that code? Up, down, left, right, BA select start. You know what game that is? 40
men, 40 lives, just off the top, just like, oh man, you felt untouchable. You felt untouchable.
Then 158. Was it 158737? I can't remember the rest of it. Damn. Mike Tyson Punch Out.
Was that for? Oh, okay, yeah. So you go straight to the Sandman.
Yeah, that was crazy. And then Mike said, "I knock you down, don't get up."
Mm-hmm. I think Spy Hunter had a code like that too. You remember Spy Hunter on Nintendo?
I don't remember. I'm thinking of Spy vs. Spy, but I think I know what you're talking about.
Spy Hunter was like a little car. it was like a little car. You were bouncing around, you know what I'm saying, moving around. You would shoot, and then once in a while there'd be a trailer that came up, and you got to go into the trailer, and that's how you like you replenish your life, you replenish your ammo and stuff like that.
You had a love hate relationship with with both of them, with Nintendo and Supers. Must have had Nintendo 3 times, and if I had kept all the games I had from garage sales and other stuff, I probably would have had like 200-300 games. But it's kept, getting rid of it, getting it back, getting rid of it. Same thing with Super Nintendo.
Yeah, that's how it be, man. With anything, if you love it, stick with it. If you love it, stick with it. I remember late night. No, it was actually early 2000s, because I know PS2 was already out, but you could go to GameStop. Game Crazy. You remember Game Crazy was still a store back then, right? You would find them inside of Hollywood Videos.
Only thing we had was you might have heard of it. It was called before GameStop, and I think EB Games at the time, Funko Land. And it had this huge
Funko
newspaper full of games. It was like a newspaper that had like Sega and I think only PS1 and Saturn was Saturn. Great game. That system bombed out. It bombed out so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they tried again.
Early 2000s, you could still find Sega Genesis games for relatively cheap, less than $5. I would buy like the Beavis and Butthead, the Maximum Carnage, like Road Rash 2. I mean, Road Rash 1 was good too, but Road Rash 2 was my favorite one on Sega Genesis. Right, you could find all those classic ones that right now are going for like $50, $60 right now.
Yeah, the game. I remember I was in school at the time. Early 2000 when GameStop first came out. This was probably I could tell you it was 03, and the college was up the road, and GameStop was like right down the street. And I used to go to GameStop, I think after school, and they had games like you said. They had games for like $5-10 back then. Now Turtles in Time is like $50 now.
Yeah. Yep. Crazy.
Super Double Dragon. Yep, all that. Yeah, I remember what did I have? Contra 3. That one's worth a lot now. That game was hard. Crap, that game was hard as Super C. Super C was worse actually. The first one was easy. The second one, that code wasn't there was no Contra code then for that. They weren't having any of that. Turtles, the arcade game. I had that. That first Turtle game is garbage. I saw somebody finally beat it on YouTube. I don't know how the hell they beat it. They must have had a lot of patience.
Okay, so and now you're seeing them coming back retro with the what's that 1UP? The 1UP you could buy at Costco or Walmart.
The cabinet.
The cabinets. They're tiny though, because when you see them at the store, they put them up on a pallet. And they look small there too, but yeah, you get them to your house and it's even shorter. It's like waste time. I'm like, man, what am I supposed to do with this? Get on my knees to play?
You know what I get? I got. I'm gonna tell you what I got. I got this little number here. Hold on a second. It's called the all cords are tied up. Called the Retrocade. And this has like a bunch of games built into it. And you can add games to it, like all the old Super Nintendo and Sega, and even arcade games. And it's like a plug and play, and you plug it into the back of your TV. It's got HD also, and it's got like what does this remind you of?
Oh yeah, definitely the
Super Nintendo.
Yeah, Super Nintendo, or even like the Japanese version. Yeah. Well, the Japanese version of Nintendo, of the first Nintendo, I think had controls like that too.
Famicom or something, right? Famicom.
Yeah. So, yeah. For Mika, I don't know. Amiga, I don't even remember. But yeah. Well, it's funny because like on different continents, they call them different things. Because the Sega Genesis wasn't the Sega Genesis in the UK. It was called something else.
Mega Drive.
What was it?
Sega Mega Drive.
Mega Drive. Okay, yeah.
I watch a lot of these. It's boring over here. I got to get back to the city. They have like all these little documentaries called like the 8-bit collector and all this kind of stuff. And they tell you about like how Nintendo started and everything. It was like it wasn't even a game. It was like a Japanese company or something.
They were cards, similar to like Pokemon. That's how the brand of Nintendo started. Yeah. Pac-Man Gaming is another good one where he talks about a lot of retro games but he'll go through every console. Like I remember playing in the arcades Pit Fighter, back in the
Oh,
mid
I
'90s.
that game was garbage, but I did like playing it for some reason.
It was garbage, but you could play it. You could play it because if you got too close to the crowd, the fucking crowd will start beating you
It'll
up.
be
They
like
throw you back.
Like Def Jam Vendetta does. Yeah, they'll be
Yes,
like,
yes, 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 yeah.
the crowd hates you.
Hey, that Def Jam was so dope, man, because you could customize it with however you wanted to make your guy, and then they had so many different actors in the thing, but they also had so many different story arcs. Because I remember one time in the storyline, you're
I'll explain it
fighting.
tonight.
Yeah, there you go. And if you win the fight, you go home with not Foxy Brown, but Lil Kim.
Yeah, I mean,
But if you
if you
lose the
lose,
fight, you go home with a little busted chick.
yeah, and the dude beats you up too.
Yeah. So that was funny how there was like two different narratives to the thing, right? Like I would have liked to take Lil Kim home, but I lost that fight, so whatever. But yeah, I
It
think
was cool.
Carmen Electra was a character, and then all kinds of rappers were in it, man. Ludacris, like Sibo. Sibo's a rapper from out here, from California, from Sacramento, and somehow he found his way into the thing,
Yeah,
But
Warren
yeah,
G is in it.
all
WC is
that,
in it. Mac 10 is in
yeah.
it. Who else is in there? Snoop Dogg. Stick that in the first one. There's a wrestling. The first one was like a wrestling game, but the second one was more like a fighting game.
Yeah.
The first one had DMX. It had Keith Murray. It had I think Joe Budden was in both of them. Yeah, they had a lot of people in there.
Yeah, Method Man was in this one. And then later when I think it was on 360, they tried doing it again. It was okay, but it was more like you're trying to build a rap career, kind of.
Talking about that third one, Icon. Is it Icon? Yeah, that was
Icons. Def Jam's Icons. Yeah. Just because they didn't include the amount of rappers that the previous one had. The previous one, like you might not have been a fan of them, but at least it's cool that they threw them in. That Joe Budden, Freeway was in there.
Sticky Fingers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else? I'm forgetting a lot of people. Shoot. Damn. Who else was in there? Redman, Method Man. Yep, they were in there. Yep, they were in both of them. Fat Joe, he was in there. Ice-T was hard as crap to beat in that game. Omar Epps was in it.
Snoop Dogg was like the boss, wasn't he, or like the second?
He was like
boss
he had people. Yeah, he had people turn on me. Who was it? Sticky Fingers turned on me. He's like, "See, he ain't so tough." He started kicking him in the ribs and everything.
Yeah.
He's like, "You want your girl back?" Yep.
No. And what I like though was that you got emails from people, or you got like voicemails from people. Like that's
the two-way. That's the old phone. The one you had to do like this.
The sidekick. The sidekick.
Yep.
Yeah, that tells you right there how far we've come, bro. The sidekick used to be the top of the game technology. Yeah. Top of the game technology, man.
I'm not even a phone person. I remember that because it would pop up like a little keyboard. Yep, I remember that.
Yeah, you could text analog or whatever. Yep.
Yeah, that was something. Yeah, and they'd be like, what did he say? He's like, stay out of my clubs before we break your neck in too. Snoop Dogg. He's like, he was getting all aggravated because he was losing.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you though, the first so PlayStation 3, in my opinion, PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 at all the PlayStation 2 and 3, those are the highest selling ones at all of them to me. Because when PlayStation 2 came out, that mess was like 300, and that was a lot at the time.
I remember. I still remember the day that PlayStation 2 dropped. Right, like pre-orders. The internet wasn't really a thing. You didn't go on Facebook chats or whatever.
And no scalpers.
No scalpers. Yeah, that's true. But the day that PlayStation 2 came out, I went to every Best Buy, every Target, my nephew actually worked in the stock room for Target, and I was like, man, when that thing come out, put one aside for me. He's like, oh yeah, I got you. So I'm thinking, okay, I got a man on the inside. I'm good. I ain't got to be in the line with these lames or nothing. So and he worked the night shift, so I know he's unloading the trucks. Yeah. And then turns out like, oh no, man. So they told me that you got to pull a raffle on this and that. I'm like, man, you unloaded the motherfucker, man. Just put it to the side. Throw a blanket over it. Say you couldn't find it, and that's that. Man, how they do it now, But yeah, you know, live and learn. What was that? 20 years ago, I guess. But so I'm going.
2000 maybe, yeah.
Yeah, somewhere that maybe 2001, 2002, maybe somewhere around there. But yeah, pretty close to 20 years ago. Um, so I was so mad that I'm going to like 5, 6 different spots within my own town. I ain't even had to drive to all these other ones, right? But I'd go to Tower Records, Sam Goody. You know, these
Damn,
are all places.
that's old, man. This dude said Sam Goody. That's old.
That's what I'm saying. It's so old that these things were still a thing. You know
Yeah.
that I got mad, and by the time I went to Best Buy, I was like, "Oh, y'all got an Xbox now? I can give you my money right now. You'll give me an Xbox?" And they're like, "Yeah." I was like, "You know what, man? I'll take it." And I've been Xbox ever since.
So that's well. I had well, skipping a little bit when I had when PlayStation 3 came out, which this didn't do me any good because we moved unfortunately in 06. I had sold Nintendo 64. I had the original Xbox, which I didn't like it. Like I just wasn't really in the Xbox. And back then, you could actually sell your DVDs, and you could actually sell your DVDs and get money for them. I sold like a bunch of DVDs, and I got like $250 back. And if I hadn't moved, I probably would have had it on PS3, but we moved. So, but PS2, how I got that was I think we had student loans at the time. So me and my buddy, we went to the mall. I think this was 2002. I got it 2 years after the fact. And I went to I think it was KB Toys and got when I got that, and I got SmackDown. Here Comes the Pain. That's still my favorite game. Wait, is it here? No, that's Here Comes the Pain. Shut your mouth. Not Here Comes the Pain. The one before it. That's what I got. I got Here Comes the Pain later. But yeah, that's how I got it. I think it was like $250, if I remember correctly. But yeah, because that first Xbox.
No, KB Toys, man, that one hurt when that one closed because yeah, they weren't around. Mostly KB Toys, you could probably find them in malls. You didn't find them like at an individual retail shop. But when
once
that
in
one
a while,
yeah, that was kind of the start of things. And then a few years later, not a few years later, but you saw that if KB Toys can fold, that means Toys R Us can fold too. And right now you're seeing like all the like the malls that are just who legit has a mall that's still open right now.
Yeah, I mean they're around, but they're like dead. Well, I'm gonna tell you what's funny though. If you were collecting figs back in 02, you would have hit the load because back in the day, you know, they had the stuff on clearance. You think $10 for a figure is cheap. Back then they had a crate of figs for like $2 a piece, and it was like, what's all this? And I was like, he's like, it's the cheap figs, like they're dirt cheap. Like, what do you mean dirt cheap? Like, as cheap as it can get. Like, you would have to feel going through that basket. This fig, like $2 a fig. We wish figs were $2. You wish.
Yeah, and that's when like a GI Joe, brand new, costs about $5.
Yeah,
maybe. Okay, so like I remember the aliens from what was it?
90s.
It wasn't have. Yeah. I'm trying to think of Kenner. The Kenner.
Oh yeah,
they
made good figures. I remember that.
Okay, so you had the Alien figures from Aliens, which Aliens came out in '86, but we're talking like '94, maybe even '93, right?
A guy had one this tall. It was like maybe 2 or 3 days ago. The Alien was like literally this tall. Yeah.
So okay, so Kenner had the line though, because they had the Alien figures, right? Not only the aliens, but they had the humans, right? Then Kenner also had the Predators. And then Kenner also had the Terminator 2 figures. So you can
already get hold of.
Yeah, so
Super Friends too.
Yeah, so you can combine them. And you can. I mean, you're a kid. You can play whatever you want to. Just like right now, there's no rules to collecting. There's no rules as a kid. You can have an alien fighting a predator, fighting a Terminator, and just it's like what. And I bring him in the bathtub. I'm worried about what you got to say.
I got stuff.
My battle's going to be aquatic.
I got stuff going back to like 85, 86. I got like old Chuck Norris figures in Rambo, and kids weren't even born when that stuff was out.
With the karate chop. I remember he had the ninja stars across his chest. I remember that. He had a car. He had a car that had like blades that would swipe at you.
I seen it on eBay. Yep, I got what's his name? The Purple Ninja. I can't find Chuck Norris, so he's expensive. But I do got some old stuff. Like I need to remember this guy. It's old from the 90s.
Okay, yeah.
That's the giant. Yeah, I call him Apocalypse. I call him APOC. Like Tupac, call him APOC.
APOC, yeah, APOC. Dun 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 dun. I still remember when he dropped on the original Toy Biz line. So it was Magneto, Juggernaut, and Apocalypse. Now,
That one, that one was a 10-inch one. That's the 10-inch fig, the giant one. Yeah.
the one you got, or
Yeah, remember they made those big giant ones? They had the little tiny ones that were like the 5-inch. They had like the 10-inch ones.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the 5-inch for the Brotherhood Juggernaut had like some kind of thing that he held, right?
I don't know what that was.
Yeah, that was his power. And then I don't know if you noticed, but on the bottom of his feet, he had wheels, almost like the Skechers that kids wear now, right?
Yeah.
So he can kind of roll while he.
Those are old. But damn, I forgot all about that. Those are old as crap. I forgot all about that. Was like early 2000s.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, Magneto had a magnet on his chest, right? There was like a little hexagon in his chest, almost like Iron Man. And then he had like some kind of bar, some metal bar that had magnet too. So you put it close to him, you let it go, and it would suck on, right? And then the Apocalypse, his shins would extend, so he'd get bigger. Yeah. And then he had like almost like a missile that had like a little flick, like he would flick the missile out.
Yeah, that one I didn't like. The one I just showed you. I like the second version. The first one was kind of weird. I know you're talking about though.
Yeah.
There was a second version of Magneto. Like you flick in the back, he had like a little spark in his chest. I remember that.
Yeah. And I mean that we had peg warmers back then. Storm and Nightcrawler were the peg warmers for that way. You could always go to KB Toy Store. You could always go to Kmart. All those. And you would always find Storm and Nightcrawler on the pegs. You wouldn't find Wolverine. You wouldn't find Cyclops. You wouldn't find Colossus. But Nightcrawler and Storm were always there. More Storm, because for some reason boys don't like playing with girl toys. I don't know why. I don't know why the stigma is for that one. But girls don't sell as well as boy toys. I don't know.
But I know. I always wondered when Toy Biz left, because like I got into Legends, like I said later, because like I don't know if you noticed, but like the material of Legends are like softer than Toy Biz. Like, remember, I didn't know that Toy Biz was around since like I think they quit in like 05 or 06. But yeah, and they started with the older Legends, like with the bendable feet and everything. But yeah, I didn't know they were still around in like early 2000s. I thought they gave up in like 98. I didn't know they were still around in early 2000s. I just found out recently, like maybe a couple years ago. Because I was a big Toy Biz guy. They had everything. They had X-Men, Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, Ghost Rider. They had all the licenses.
Yeah.
They had them all. Alpha Flight. Yeah, they had them all.
Yeah. And man, I like how you're knowledgeable about all the same stuff that I'm that I know about. It's always cool when you can find someone that is on the same vibe as you. You know what I mean? It's because I mean, like, I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm crazy about Transformers, but I knew like Gen 1. I knew, like when they started bringing Grimlock in and Slag, but now they changed it to Slug, because I guess Slag is a derogative term, and I think it's in like a Filipino. What is it? Tagalog. I think it's Tagalog. It's a derogative term.
The Dinobots, right?
Yeah. So they changed it from Slag to Slug.
So I had the only person I got from Generation 1 now. I only did like one hunt, and that was like a year ago. I do reviews sometime, but like I did one hunt last year, and I found they had one Master Blaster left. I had to get him because I remember that I had him when I was little.
Yeah.
Wish it was Soundwave. Soundwave is like $80 now.
Forget about it. So where you at, man? You said you're on the East Coast. Where's the
I'm in Georgia.
Where can people find you? Georgia, okay.
Yeah, but I'm from Jersey. I'm from Jersey, but yeah, I wish I could get back there, because I literally I haven't been up there in years, but I know where everything is. We had a Best Buy, a Target, and a Walmart, and Walmart and Target were like right next to each other. Like Walmart's here, Target's like three doors over. So we had like I guess you call it like a mini mall, or not a mini mall, shopping center. So, and Best Buy, you go to the mall for that. You had Best Buy, Toys R Us, and something else we had up there. I can't remember, but I know we had Best Buy and Toys R Us like right across the street from each other. So it was crazy, man. We had like a little bit of everything. We had 3 malls, so if I was still up there, you could do some hunting. I don't know if they have it.
Yeah,
toys now, but yeah.
Do you do you do a lot of toy hunts on your channel, or not too much?
No, I put out some videos. You probably look through my old stuff. Now it's not that old, but I guess about 3 or 4 months ago, I did like a series called Hog Wild Toy Hunts, where I have like all like 10 or 15 toys, like have them all lined up and show everybody like what I got. And like on my like you know, like they have like a visitor, like you go on somebody's page and see what their first video is. And it shows not their first video, but like for people that ain't subscribed, it's called Hog Wild. I think it's part 2 or part 3. I got three different parts now. Cause like we got those. I don't know if you got we had those checks a couple months back. I got some figs. So
yeah, man. I mean, I know you guys are kind of spread out there in Georgia, so like if it's you might have to drive about an hour, right? I've heard from Starjo, it's like everything's kind of spread out. So but yeah, I mean, just make a day of it, man. Make a day of it and just do your hunts. I mean, just recently I drove up to Sacramento, but everywhere along the way, if there's a store, I'm gonna stop at it and I'm gonna record it. You know, my girl was irritated about it, my sister was irritated about it, but I'm shooting content because that's what we do. We're content creators. You got to think about it that way. You know what I mean? So just whenever you're out of your normal area and you see a store, man, let me bust my phone. Everyone's got a camera in the pocket, so it's just make $1 out of 15 cents is all I can say. And then
all we got around here is Walmart and Walgreens. I didn't know that Walgreens carries. I never seen a fig in Walgreens in my life. I'm about to go check that out.
Man, Walgreens. I don't go into Walgreens but 4 times a year, and the only time those 4 times is because they got a exclusive. But when I do go in, I'm hitting them hard. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh, I didn't know there was one here. I didn't know there was one there. I didn't know there was. I'm going to all of them, to see. I mean, you might be able to make a video out of that. It's just Walgreens when there's no exclusives, and just see people like watching hunts. People like watching hunts. So I mean,
I think in my opinion, I think they like hunts more than reviews. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Like my reviews.
No, you're absolutely right. And then you also got to go with like people already like who they like, right? So I go to this guy for reviews because I know his style. I go to this guy for hunts because he knows where to find stuff. So you yourself you can't make whatever your sub count is. You can't make your subs like this if they like that. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of got to read your analytics and just kind of go with it.
Yeah, that's the thing too. My old sub before like figs and stuff. They're not here to they're not here to see this. They want me to talk about wrestling all day or do reaction videos or rant about so and so. Like, you can't keep doing that. I want to try to do other things too.
Yeah. And now with this YouTube thing, man, it's always evolving. You yourself, you got to evolve yourself, but still stay within yourself. If that makes any sense, you got to change it up, but still be, hey, I'm still Mr. Cass. I'm still that guy you subbed up to. I want to try this out, or I want to do that, but still stay within yourself. It sounds weird, but
like I don't know if you heard of I mean to cut you off, Tyrone Magnus. He started out with wrestling too, but now he does like reactions and different things. Because wrestling ain't wrestling anymore. To be honest, it ain't.
Like I said, man, this YouTube game, man, the YouTube viewers, they're fickle. God bless them, but they are fickle. So you gotta whatever they want to watch, you gotta try to adapt to it.
I'll give you an example. I had gained, what was it, like 10 or several new subscribers, and seven of them are already gone already. So see what you mean? See what I mean? Already gone. So
yeah.
So he just
it
found something better.
It is what it is, man. I mean, it's at the end of the day, you don't live and breathe off of what the subs do. I mean, you make content for them, but it's not the end of the world if you don't get the views. It's not the end of the world if you don't get the likes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you get more. It's the other thing too. I get more views, and you probably heard about this too. Like when there's some drama or some BS going on, like when this dude pretended to be Tasman last month or a month before last, And then I got like 80 something views. Of like, oh, that's not funny because if that was real life, he wouldn't have been doing that. So,
Really, he tried to be Tazman.
so not Taz, but not Taz. What's his son's name? Little Taz, man, the son. I'm
Oh,
sorry,
Lil Taz.
stepson.
Okay.
Yeah, and because I was like, I was like, I don't know, you probably never seen the video. I was like, because he went to go to the to take a leak, and he was like, I was like, I think Little Taz is coming in, and he came back. He's like, who you said that's coming in? He's like, Little Taz. Like that ain't no Little Taz, man. And I was like, dude, get off my stream. So that wasn't cool, man.
Yeah, that's you know what, man, and with I mean, you kind of got to look at it, and me and you are old enough to remember public access, right? Anybody in the community, you go to KQED, and or what is that? Channel 9 was in my network. You pay $11, they'll give you 30 minutes to shoot whatever it is you want to shoot, whether it was garbage, whether it was whatever, right? And I mean that's exactly what YouTube is right now. It's public access. Anybody in the community has access to it, so they can do whatever they want to it.
It's fun. It was funny though because I have a hard time folks getting in, but you got to pretend to get in here. I mean, pretend to be somebody else to get in here. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And they had the balls to leave a comment saying, "Oh, I was just doing a little bit of trolls." And now you can troll with the block button too. How about that? So
yeah,
a little bit of trolling.
Yeah,
but,
I can relate to the troll situation. I handled it on my channel. It was a one and done, and I want to leave it at that, man. You join YouTube to have fun, man. You don't join YouTube for the drama, but flat out.
Yeah, because I know people was telling me to get mods, but I don't know, for some reason I wanted to go click the name and put it in. They wouldn't let me do it for some reason. I don't know if it's something I did wrong or I don't know. I just got to figure some more stuff out.
Yeah, no, it's okay. So you got to are you recording right now from your phone or what do you want?
This is I'm on the actual desktop. Yeah,
okay. So if you can log in to this stream through your phone, right? And then if anyone comments, you can tap on you tap on their name, and then you upgrade them to a mod. Right?
Okay.
Right then and there. But you could also rescind that power if you wanted to.
Okay, yeah, because somebody. Matter of fact, I'm thinking about somebody pretending to be Lil Taz. Somebody tried to be Blue, and then somebody the other week tried to be Air Max. He came in with like some type of little mask on. I was like, that ain't Air Max. I was like, you ain't getting in here.
Yeah,
I was like, dude, since when does Air Max have wear a mask with an alien head on it? I was like, that's not Air Max.
Yeah. So. Air Max is cool people, man. I was watching them on he was on Rebels and Reptiles the other day, man. And that I've seen him when he was on Clink before, and he's got hella knowledge. He's got hella knowledge about Star Wars, Marvel Legends.
Yeah, he's a Star Wars. He's a Star Wars and X-Men guy, like the old school X-Men, like me. He likes the old stuff.
Yeah.
No, but don't get me wrong. When I'm going to cut you off. When I was younger, I had the Falcon, and I had what's the big monster?
The Rancor.
I had the original one, which if I had him now, right, I'd be
I'm telling you, yeah, I didn't have it, but I remember going to people's houses and they had it.
Yeah, he was scary looking.
I'm pretty sure it came with a Luke, didn't it? Didn't it come with a little Luke?
No, somebody traded me for. Just check this out. He traded me some old wrestling tapes for the Rancor and the Millennium Falcon. I was like, okay. So, hey.
Some VHSs for a Rancor and a Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, exactly. Those big block-looking things.
That dude is rich right now.
And it was intact too. It was it had the piece where you open up, and it had like the little front with it where not Luke. What's Luke's for? Solo and Chewie set.
Chewie. Yeah.
And I had the remember the figure case? It was shaped like Darth Vader's head.
Yeah.
They had that too, yeah. That was a collector's item now.
No, yeah, it is. And a lot of that stuff got thrown in the trash, man, by moms that were, it's cleanup time.
Oh man, that hurts. That
I mean, okay, so they made a movie about this stuff back in the 90s. And I know most people are gonna think Jingle All the Way with the collectors and the scalpers, but Toy Story was directly about us. Toy Story, the Pixar movie was directly about us.
Long. I know you're talking about. I haven't seen. The first one was the best one.
Yeah, no, definitely. I still to today watch the first one because it was
If
yeah
you have the original,
you
if
get
you
that
have the
new
original
toy
Buzz and Woody,
and yeah and it bumps your previous one off and then
mm,
come cleanup time you got to pick and choose because yeah your mom will tell you well pick one. I still today do that with my kids, man. It's like, well, all this stuff got to go, man. Pick one thing that's got to go. The rest or pick one that can stay, and the rest got to go. You know,
mm. So
so
I
it's
stopped
it's
collecting.
the
I stopped.
struggle is real.
Yeah, I stopped collecting in '06. Well, I kind of had no choice. Because my stuff was in, I guess you could call it storage, somebody's basement. And the basement was I was collecting WW the Jax. I don't remember the Jax figures back then. This is before Mattel, Hasbro, and all that. Before they changed over.
Jacks, no, I don't remember those.
Jax Pacific, JAK. Anyway, this was '06, and it got flooded with sewage water, and the hole was like a what do you call those big totes? The Rubbermaid. It all
Yeah,
got flooded. Oh, it was awful. So that was it for me.
damn.
Then in 2016, I said, let me start again and try collecting. So it took me almost 5 years to build my collection back because I had like a crate, almost a crate and a half of stuff. So yeah, that was awful. Like when you have to move, and moving out of state is rough because where you gonna put all that stuff? Different than moving down the street or moving across town. That's
Yeah.
moving is a pain regardless, but
That was a subject in Toy Story was the move. Stuff
yeah.
gets left behind. Stuff gets you gotta what can we take? What can't we take? So yeah.
Yeah.
Cass, my battery's getting ready to die, bro.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
have to dip out in a minute, but I appreciate you letting me on, bro. It's a good time. You are very knowledgeable about the subject matter, and yeah.
Appreciate.
If you ever want to come on my stream, bro, you're more than welcome. You're more than
Yeah,
welcome.
appreciate it, man. Just like I said,
Legit. I can tell you know what you're talking about, bro.
yeah, because it's dead as the taker over here. So I'm saying that's the Undertaker.
I mean,
Oh, it's a joke. It's a joke.
don't even worry about that. Just think about it like it's just me and you. It's just me and you
Yeah,
video chatting about whatever,
yeah,
bro. It's
yeah.
if there's one person in the chat, if there's 29 people in the chat, you got to treat it the same way. You know
Yeah,
what I
but
mean?
one thing though, because like, I take my own advice. Like, people be like, "What do I do about my channel?" It's like the only thing I can tell you is like upload every day. Like, I literally upload like almost every day. I don't know if you see, but like, I don't care if it's a 5 or 10 minute video. It's still a video. You don't got.
Yeah,
That's one thing I found out about YouTube. You don't got to have a 20-minute video. That's who's gonna sit there unless they know you. Who's gonna sit there and watch all that?
yeah. No, that's true. That's true. It's sad to say, but it's quantity over quality sometimes. I mean, let's use a template that would be Rocco. Rocco uploads every day. Some of his stuff doesn't even match what the thumbnail actually
I keep
says.
hearing. I don't know who he is, but I keep hearing that name.
I don't watch him, but I know that he's a person in YouTube. I've been
Okay.
on I've been huh? So dump it. Yeah, yeah. He's a personality on YouTube, and
I know
he gets
about
views.
I know about the friendship girl. She's something else. Well, start knows I've been sweating her. I don't know if you heard her
Who's that?
annoying you. Her name is Annoying You with Friendship. That's literally her stage name.
Oh
Not
yeah. But I've heard of her. I've heard of her. Yeah,
dude,
with the curls, right?
dude. She's our age. It looks like she's 19. I was like, there's no way she's 40 years old. But she is. So and she collects
Yeah.
figs, not Rainbow Bright, not Barbie, not Gem, not Skipper, not Riley Little Pony. She collects figs. Can't get over it.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
appreciate it, man. Because it's like I
Yeah.
said, I try to do the live, not have to be every day, but let's say a couple times a week if I ain't doing anything, because got to help fam and stuff sometimes. So
Hey, when these cameras stop rolling, we all got a life. Like I just had a situation right now that someone told me about, and I was like, well, you got to kind of put plans into motion sometimes. You know what I mean?
yeah, when you cut it off, you cut it off. So
All good, yeah. Like I said, Cash, you're always welcome on my channel, man. Come through anytime you want.
yeah, I appreciate it, man. Because like I said, you've been doing this for me. I didn't just start this yesterday, so just, yeah.
All good, brother. Have a safe night. Have a good weekend, brother.
All right, appreciate it.
I'll catch you on the weekend, bro.
All right, man.
Dude.